Hi, it's Lisa Schuman. Thanks for joining me for another Donor Day. So today I have a story to tell you, and you'll see why it's important when I'm done. So the story is about a man who works on Wall Street, and he works very hard, and he does deals all day long, and he says, I'm exhausted, I just really want to go away. So he finds this remote area in the Caribbean, and he goes to this fishing village, and he sees this man fishing. And he asks this man about his life, and he says, what's your life like? What do you do? And he says, well, I sit here and I fish during the day, and I sell a few fish, make a little money, then I go home and I spend time with my wife, I spend time with my children, I go to bed and I do it again. It's a beautiful place to live, and I love my town and I love my life. And so the businessman says to him, well, why don't you sell some fish? And the fisherman said, well, what would I do with that? And he said, well, you could sell fish and then you can open a store. The fisherman said, then what would I do? Well, you could open a store, you could make a lot of money, and then you would have a chain of stores. And then you would turn the chain of stores into a bigger chain of stores. And then you would sell that chain of stores to a big company. And then you would make a lot of money. And the fisherman said, and then what? And he said, and then you would retire to a small fishing village and just enjoy your life. So in the end, the man from the fishing village, of course, had the life that he had always dreamed of. And so the point of the story is that sometimes there are opportunities right in front of us that may not at first look so appealing, but in the end, it's exactly what we need. So choosing a donor is very, very difficult. Deciding to use donor conception can be very, very difficult too. The process of choosing a donor, going through the process, can be very hard. But in the end, you can have what you want. You can have the family of your dreams. It may just not look like you originally intended it to look. I hope that story helps you, and please feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm happy to help.